Welcome to 13 Days of Halloween. I'm your host, the Natchan. We're going to be reading scary stories from More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, collected by Alvin Schwartz. We'll be doing one or two of these a day, so please look forward to the rest of the series. Now, to begin, something was wrong. One morning, John Sullivan found himself walking along a street downtown. He could not explain what he was doing there, or how he got there, or where he had been earlier. He didn't even know what time it was. He saw a woman walking toward him and stopped her. "I'm afraid I forgot my watch," he said and smiled. "Can you tell me the time?" When she saw him, she screamed and ran. Then John Sullivan noticed that other people were afraid of him. When they saw him coming, they flattened themselves against a building or ran across the street to stay out of his way. "There must be something wrong with me," John Sullivan thought. "I'd better go home." He hailed a taxi, but the driver took one look at him and sped away. John Sullivan did not understand what was going on, and it scared him. "Maybe somebody at home can come get me," he thought. He found a telephone and called his wife, but a voice he did not recognize answered. Is Mrs. Sullivan there?" he asked. "No, she's at a funeral," the voice said. "Mr. Sullivan was killed yesterday in an accident downtown." The wreck. Fred and Jean went to the same high school, but they had met for the first time at the Christmas dance. Fred had come by himself, and so had Jean. Soon Fred decided that Jean was one of the nicest girls he had ever met, and the two of them had spent most of the evening dancing together. Around 11 o'clock, Jean said, "I have to leave now. Would you be able to give me a ride home?" "Sure," he said. "I've got to go home too." "I accidentally drove my car into a tree on my way over here," Jean said. "I guess I wasn't really paying attention." Fred drove her to the head of Brady Road. It was in a neighborhood he didn't know very well. "Why don't you drop me off here?" Jean said. "The road up ahead is in really bad condition, and I can walk from here." Fred stopped the car and held out some tinsel. "Here, have some," he said. "I got it from the dance." "Thank you," she said. "I'll put it in my hair." And she did just that. "Would you like to go out sometime, to a movie or something?" Fred asked. "That would be really fun," Jean said. After Fred drove off, he realized that he did not know Jean's last name, or even her telephone number. "I'll go back," he thought. "The road can't be that bad." He drove slowly down Brady Road through a thick wood, but there wasn't a sign of Jean. As he came around the curve, he saw the wreckage of a car ahead. It had indeed crashed into a tree and had caught fire. Smoke was still rising from it. As Fred made his way to the car, he could see someone trapped inside, crushed against the steering column. It was Jean, and her hair was the Christmas tinsel that he had given her. This has been day 1 of 13 Days of Halloween with the Natchan. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you had a great time, and that you weren't too scared. I'll be having one of these videos every day all the way up till Halloween, so please come by and check again. Have a spooky weekend. Fred and Jean went to the same high school, but they met for the first time at the Christmas dance. Fred and Jean went to the same high school, but they met for the first time at the Christmas dance. Fred had come by himself, and so had Jean. Soon Fred friend, Fred, Fred.